Do you ever wonder if the food you are consuming is slowly killing you? Many everyday foods can be surprisingly detrimental to our health, but we may not even know it. In this video, we will explore 10 of these everyday foods and why you should avoid them in order to live a healthier life. So, do subscribe to our Food History YouTube channel and like this video for more informational videos like this. Without any further delay, let's dive in. Green potatoes. Have you ever seen a potato with green patches on it? If so, you should know that this is not something to take lightly. Green potatoes contain a toxin called solanine, which can cause symptoms like nausea, vomiting, and even paralysis if ingested in large quantities. To stay safe, always make sure to check your potatoes for any green parts before cooking or consuming them, and discard any that have any sign of greening. Also, remember to store your potatoes in a cool, dark place to prevent them from turning green. Undercooked red kidney beans. Red kidney beans are a popular ingredient in many dishes, from chili to soups to salads. But if you're not careful with how you prepare them, they can be dangerous. Undercooked red kidney beans contain the toxin phytohemagglutinin, which can cause severe gastrointestinal illness when ingested. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. In rare cases, it can also lead to death. To avoid this, make sure that you cook red kidney beans thoroughly. The best way to do this is to soak them overnight in cold water, then boil them on the stove for at least 10 minutes. You can also use a pressure cooker to reduce the cooking time while still ensuring that they're cooked properly. Once they've been cooked, they should be eaten within 3 days and kept refrigerated until then. Brown rice. Brown rice is a common staple food in many households, but it can also be extremely dangerous if not properly cooked. Uncooked brown rice can contain bacteria called Bacillus cereus, which can cause severe abdominal pain, vomiting, and diarrhea. To ensure the safety of your family, always make sure to cook your brown rice all the way through before consuming. If you are buying pre-packaged brown rice, check the expiration date and make sure that it has been cooked correctly and stored in a safe, dry place. To test if your brown rice is cooked enough, simply insert a toothpick into the center of the grain and see if it comes out clean. If it does not, then the rice is not fully cooked and should be thrown away. Cherry pit. Cherry pits contain a naturally occurring compound called amygdalin, which can release cyanide when ingested. If a large amount of cherry pits are consumed, cyanide poisoning can occur, leading to coma and even death. This is why it is extremely important to remove the pits from cherries before eating them. Even if you do accidentally swallow a pit, it's unlikely to cause any harm due to the small amount of amygdalin that is released in the pit. However, it is still best to avoid eating cherry pits altogether. Pufferfish. Pufferfish, also known as fugu, is a popular Japanese delicacy that can be incredibly deadly if prepared improperly. Pufferfish contains an incredibly potent neurotoxin called tetrodotoxin, which is so powerful that it can paralyze a person's muscles, affect their breathing, and even cause death. When properly prepared by a trained chef, pufferfish can be consumed safely. The chef must remove all internal organs and skin, as these parts contain the highest concentrations of the toxin. Even with proper preparation, the liver and gonads of the fish can still contain toxic levels of tetrodotoxin. So, many countries have banned their sale and consumption altogether. For those brave enough to try pufferfish, consuming even the smallest amount can still cause paralysis and extreme nausea. Symptoms usually develop within 24 hours after eating and can last anywhere from 1 day to 2 weeks. There is no known antidote for tetrodotoxin poisoning, and medical treatment is only aimed at relieving symptoms while the body's immune system fights off the poison. As a result, consuming pufferfish can be an incredibly risky endeavor and should not be taken lightly. Lychee. Lychee is a tropical fruit that is popular in many parts of the world. It has a sweet, juicy taste and an exotic aroma. Unfortunately, eating too much of this fruit can have serious consequences. The toxic compound in lychee is methylene cyclopropyl glycine (MCPG), which can lead to hypoglycemia if eaten in large quantities. This can cause dizziness, headaches, nausea, and even death. Eating just a few lychees may be fine for most people, but eating too many can lead to a host of health problems. It's important to note that the toxicity of lychees increases if the skin of the fruit is removed. This is because the toxic compound MCPG is found mostly in the skin of the lychee, so removing it will increase your risk of poisoning. If you do choose to eat lychee, make sure to leave the skin intact. Also, it is best to avoid eating large amounts of lychee in one sitting, as this could lead to serious health problems. Nutmeg. Nutmeg is a spice commonly used in cooking and baking that can be toxic if consumed in large amounts. It contains a compound called myristicin, which can cause hallucinations and other symptoms such as nausea, dizziness, rapid heart rate, and confusion. Consuming too much of the spice can also lead to seizures and death in rare cases. It is recommended that you limit your consumption of nutmeg to 1 teaspoon, 3 grams per day. Be sure to buy quality nutmeg since many products available today contain adulterants or low-quality spices. Keep in mind that nutmeg can also be found in certain types of toothpaste and mouthwash. If you find yourself feeling lightheaded or experiencing any other unusual symptoms after consuming nutmeg, seek medical help immediately. Kiwi skin. Kiwi skin is a seemingly harmless part of the fruit that is actually very dangerous when eaten. The skin of the kiwi contains a compound called actinidin, which can cause severe irritation of the throat and mouth, leading to swelling and difficulty breathing. If left untreated, this can be life-threatening. The actinidin enzyme is also found in other fruits such as pineapple and papaya, but it is more concentrated in kiwi skin. To avoid this potential danger, make sure to remove all the kiwi skin before consuming it. Additionally, kiwis that have been treated with pesticides should not be eaten in any form, including with the skin removed. Raw cashew. Raw cashew nuts are one of the most popular and widely consumed snacks, but eating them raw can be incredibly dangerous. Uncooked cashews contain a toxin resin called urushiol, which is also found in poison ivy, and it can cause severe burning, itching, and blistering of the skin when ingested. While cashew nuts that have been processed and roasted are safe to eat, eating them raw is not recommended. The effects of urushiol can range from mild to severe depending on the sensitivity of the person consuming it. Symptoms can include itching, swelling, redness, and blistering on the tongue, lips, throat, and mouth. If a large enough amount is ingested, it could cause anaphylaxis, a potentially life-threatening allergic reaction that requires immediate medical attention. Castor oil seeds. Castor oil seeds come from the castor bean plant, which is native to India. They contain a powerful toxin called ricin, and if ingested can cause serious health complications or even death. Eating just a few of these seeds can cause vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and severe dehydration. The seeds are highly toxic and need to be handled with extreme care. Although castor oil is extracted from the seeds for medicinal use, the seeds themselves should never be eaten. If you come in contact with these seeds, it's important to seek medical attention immediately. It's important to know that the toxin found in these seeds is not destroyed by cooking or heating. Because of this, it's best to avoid using or eating any products containing castor oil or castor oil seeds. Additionally, it's important to be aware that castor oil plants can be easily mistaken for other plants, so it's important to be vigilant and avoid consuming any wild plants. What are your thoughts on this? Do let us know in the comment section below. See you in the next one!